Hello, I'm Mike with this week's new and trending AI tools that you cannot afford to miss. And it's been a really exciting week. Shout out to Michel from the Creator Magic community who let me know about the XAI API going into public beta. What's so exciting about this? Well, you can make apps with real-time data, and I'm going to show you how. They're offering $25 of free credits until the end of 2024, so that is a really exciting prospect. What makes it really cool is that XAI's Grok has access to real-time data. It also has a vision model, which is coming soon at the time of putting this video out. And one thing to note before we dive into this, it is a little more expensive than other similar APIs. So OpenAI's ChatGPT, Anthropic's Claude will be cheaper for general use, but if you want to make something that has access to real-time data and an AI take on it, this could well be it. Let's hop in and have a look at how it works. So first of all, after taking a look at the blog post and the idea of free credits through November and December this year, you'll go to console.x.ai, sign up for your account, link it with the same account you used to post on X if you like, and then generate an API key here. When you've done that, copy it to the clipboard. And now you can use it in many ways inside an app, and you can even use it to code. And we're going to use XAI to code with this week's next AI tool. Yes, I'm cracking open Visual Studio Code. It's been a while. Feel like I need to blow the dust off. I've been using Cursor a lot if you've been watching some of my previous videos. But the reason I'm going to use Visual Studio Code this time is because it got a massive upgrade recently. 0.1 is now available to GitHub Copilot. So you can click into the Copilot, you can have a little chat, and you have the possibility here to select GPT-4o, Claude 3.5 Sonnet, 0.1 Mini, and 0.1 Preview. And what's more, what makes this absolutely fantastic is if you pay for GitHub Copilot, you get 10 preview and 10 mini requests to the 0.1 model every single day. And at the price of just $10 a month, it's way cheaper than ChatGPT Plus even. But what excites me the most is not necessarily Copilot, we will use it in just a moment, but the fact that you can put in extensions. And I heard about a great extension called Cline, which I'm going to install now, again from a community meetup that was hosted just the other day on the Creator Magic community. If you've not joined already, a link is down below. Come and join us in there and chat some more. So Cline is a brilliant automated coder. It's kind of like Cursor Composer, but it'll work in Visual Studio Code. And you can use any API you want. So you can use OpenAI, Anthropic, or even as we're going to do here, XAI. Okay, so with Cline installed, you'll see this happy little robot appearing over in the left-hand side. And let's make it nice and big so we can see what we're doing. So first of all, you can have an agent coding for you. That's right, no code needs to be written. Cline is going to do it all for us right here in Visual Studio Code. Now, first, to get Cline working with XAI correctly, it uses exactly the same calls as OpenAI, so we just go for OpenAI compatible, put in the base URL of api.x.ai, and then we paste in our API key, and finally, we want to make sure the model ID is selected as Grok-beta. I'm going to use one of my 0.1 preview uses inside GitHub Copilot. I'm paying for it after all, let's get some value. So I'm switching to 0.1 preview and I'm pasting in a thought I had before starting this video of an app that I want to make. So essentially I want to make an app and it's going to be very simple. It's going to be a starting framework with instructions for something called X trending. So I'm going to try and use the full real-time capabilities of the XAI API. It'll help users to discover, understand and leverage topics that are trending on X. You can do searches, you can get nice visuals, graphs, trends, all that kind of stuff, even maybe some sentiment insights, and it'll have a simple visual first interface. So let's hit enter and see what 0.1 preview does. Now, it did take some time to think there, but it has come up with a simple framework already to build X trending using Python Flask, and it's actually provided me all of the files here. Okay, because 0.1 has provided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps, we're just going to copy and paste each step into Cline and see what kind of app is created. Okay, let's start with step number 1, and we've got it running already in Cline. And the first thing it's asking me to do is install something. So we'll let that run. It's going to go ahead and take care of everything for me. And now it says the first part of the task is completed. We can run the command to see what we've got so far. And as expected, welcome to Flask app. This is the index page of your Flask application. So that's good. That means something is built. Now we can do more stuff. So for the next task, we'll paste in the second command, and all I've done to alter it is just give an example of how an API call to XAI looks. Otherwise, I've said go ahead and start building the app. We hit enter and we let Cline go ahead and do this. It's coding using the XAI API. So this is all X making an X tool. It's kind of like Inception. Okay, I have to admit, I went back and forth with Cline and VSCode and all of the GitHub Copilot features for a while, ended up kind of losing a little bit of hair in the process. So I switched back to Cursor Composer and I'm having quite a good bit of success. It's looking good. The X trending topic analysis search bar is ready with the analysis results ready to appear below. Gotta say, not digging the design. So I'm going back and I'm just going to say make dark mode and a more Apple style UI with gradients. Accepted everything, refresh, and wow, yeah, this is way better. Okay, let's try X trending topic analysis, and I'm going to type in AI tools and see what comes back. Okay, and here's my result, even with links and keywords here, which is really, really cool. A question here that I could copy and paste into my X account, and even a nice little pie chart here showing that there's objective, subjective, and positive overviews in general on AI tools. Okay, this time I'm going to truly test the real-time capabilities of XAI by typing in US election result. And I got to admit, the result I've got here is not really that impressive. Now, maybe it's something I haven't done correctly with the XAI API, but it's bringing in pretty stale data, talking about Biden versus Trump and swing states. So as far as I am aware, it appears that XAI doesn't know that the US election has already concluded. Like I say, I might have been calling the API in the wrong way, and I will need to do a deeper dive to find out exactly what's going on there. But you can see XAI is definitely promising. It's definitely not the cheapest, and my snapshot has come in. It's cost me nearly $2 just to do the little demo that you've seen here. So bear in mind, it's definitely not the cheapest API for AI usage, but it could well show promise in the future. Now, if you're enjoying what you see, throw a like on this video, subscribe, because I'm always doing updates like this one. I got to say that so far we've looked at XAI's API, also GitHub Copilot with the new availability of O1 and Claude baked in, and also the Cline plugin. Cline shows the most promise in my opinion. GitHub Copilot, I'm still running back to Cursor Composer. And XAI, I couldn't make the real-time stuff work, but maybe there will be more to come in the future. Particularly the image analysis sounds good. Let's move on to the final tool for this week, and AssemblyAI. I've spoken about AssemblyAI before. They have, according to their own stats, the best speech analysis AI out there. If you want to turn speech into text, it's great, and now Universal 2 is available. Now, I remember playing with Universal 1 and really liking it. It really shows an improved benchmark over even DeepGram and OpenAI's Whisper. Universal 2 sits at the top, according to these stats and benchmarks here. It'll do things like proper nouns, good text formatting, so rather than spelling out $12.75, it'll actually write it as any other human would write it. And there's got some really good real-world complexity baked into the model. So it seems like if you're taking a lot of audio and transcribing it, this could be a great model to use. Let's give it a go. Clicking into Playground, you can actually try the AssemblyAI API in just seconds. You don't even need to log in. All you do is select an audio file, and I'm going to drag and drop last night's Creator Magic live room into it to do a little analysis. Now we've got the best model selected, we've got automatic language detection on, there's a bunch of other additional capabilities you can select. One of the ones I'm really keen to try with this new Universal 2 model is the speaker labels. We had a bunch of different speakers on the live room in the community last night, so let's find out how well it transcribes the file. Oh, and one other bonus in addition to enhanced text formatting, proper nouns and stuff like that, it will zip through an hour of audio in just 38 seconds. So in the time it's taken me to tell you this and just maybe twiddle my thumbs, go and make a cup of tea and then look back at my screen. Yep, that's right. It's already transcribed an hour's worth of audio. That really did not take long. And it has labeled speaker A, speaker B. This is really, really cool. Speaker C, I really, really like this. So the speaker labeling appears to work really, really well. Also, I love the way, look at this. Yeah, so Replit is kind of basically like Cursor, but in the cloud. It's getting all the names right. I know usually when I transcribe in Premiere Pro, Cursor comes up as KUSR sometimes, and Replit it never seems to get in the transcripts. So accuracy in terms of brand names, that's important. ChatGPT here spelt correctly with correct capitalization. And the use of punctuation here really is blowing my mind. It's pretty cool. Let's try just a little sample. But often with those videos, with a lot of the videos that I'm making and I'm putting out there, I find I have to spend a lot of time deep diving and researching. So yeah, this is really great. Universal 2 from AssemblyAI is nailing it in terms of accuracy. It also takes out my stumbling and repeated words. It's a really good quality transcript. And as a YouTuber, I could see integrating this into my processes to make one of the best transcripts available, way better than native transcribing on YouTube. And even the Premiere Pro transcription add-on, I think this takes the crown. Not only that, they have their own LLM baked in called LeMUR, and it even suggests questions to ask. So I'm going to summarize key points from last night's AI meeting using the LeMUR model. And look at this, I've just zoomed in so we can see more. The group discussed AI coding tools, Cursor, GitHub Copilot, Continue, Ada, Replit, very, very good. Alan shared his experience of creating an app which has 3,000 users. Challenges of marketing and growing were discussed, limitations of AI, and touching on the importance of understanding underlying technologies. A brilliant summary using AssemblyAI's LeMUR model. What tools were mentioned? And here we've got a comprehensive list from Cursor to GitHub Copilot, VS Code in there, V0, Grok, Flutterflow. Not sure what Nan is, but it picked that up. Perplexity AI, Framer, Xcode, Figma, Replit. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. So there you go, AssemblyAI way out in front, and I do not know why more people are not talking about this fantastic speech-to-text transcribing AI model. It's great. You can label speakers, you can get sentiment analysis on your transcripts, and a bunch more. Put it into your processes, use it if you're creating YouTube or content online. There are so many possibilities with Universal 2. Now it's even better than the original model. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, do like and subscribe. Every single like and every single subscribe to this channel really helps. And there is a video showing on your screen that you should probably watch next. Thanks a lot.